What's going on, faithfuls?
What
How
up?
you guys doing? Let me get my stuff up here. I know I wasn't prepared, but here you go. Welcome to the show, faithful. Welcome to always faithful 24/7 here. What's going on? And we are live on all major platforms: YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. All right. And I'm making it nice and short and sweet. If you want to come join the show, call that number, and you see the comments in the link. Just go in the link. I'll put them up there for you. All right. All right. Now, let's go to where I know our special guest wasn't here yet. I'm waiting for him to show up. So, what's going on, man? I got my brother here, Mark, man.
What's up,
So
bro?
excited to see you again, man. So excited to see you, man.
Yeah,
What's
man.
going on, man?
I was busy yesterday, and what a game last night, man. What a game. I mean, it was exciting and exhausting at the same time. Um, when I was watching the game, I was on Twitter, tweeting away regarding play-by-plays, and after what the first half, I like shut it down. I just wanted to focus on the game, and that's what I did. But yeah, man, this game was exciting and and exhausting at the same time, to the point that, of course, I'm grateful that we won. I'm pretty sure the faithful agree with me on this. The Cowgirls, they should have been blown out. Unfortunately, they was, even though the defense held them to 7 points until the fourth quarter. They should have been blown out, though, man. And we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about why it wasn't a blown out. However, I'm just happy that the 49ers prevailed down to the last couple of seconds that ran out due to them not having any timeouts. But I'm so happy for this team. I'm so happy for the organization. I'm so happy for the faithful. We got past these cowgirls. I definitely want to put my foot out on a neck. Let me just say that. I don't want to be rude, but that's just what came to my mind. I definitely want to take care of the cowgirls, man. I can't stand them. Can't stand them at all, man. But
Got you.
I'm just happy, man. I'm happy, bro.
And as all you know about the tweet I put out about just about a half hour ago, that we do have a special guest, and our special guest is coming in right about now.
It's Troy.
What's happening? What's
What's up,
happening,
Troy?
brother? How
What's
y'all doing, man?
Doing good? God bless, man. Thank you for being a
Yes,
part of
sir.
the show, man.
Man, I'm glad that I could come in, man. I just was, on Twitter earlier, man, just in a connecting way, man, and saw your tweet. Then we start, just connecting, and y'all say
Exactly.
y'all was doing the show tonight. So I was like, man, come on, let's go ahead and get it in. My sidekick being good was
Okay.
kind of busy, so I'm representing him tonight. So, man,
Okay.
just feel good to be in with y'all, man. We talking Niner football. They got rid of the Cowboys, and now they about to get this challenge in with Aaron Rodgers, but they up to the task.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I honestly, well, first again, peace and blessings to you for giving us your time on our show. God bless you. God bless your sidekick too. I know you represent him. Shout out to the
Yes, sir.
brother. What's the brother name?
He goes by Ben Good.
Ben Good. Shout out to Ben Good, the faithful boys, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. So again, man, welcome again. In regards to Green Bay Packers, man, it's going to be a good game. It's just
Yes,
gonna,
sir.
I'm gonna be real with you, Troy. This is
Hmm.
just me. I'm never scared of a team, because any team can win any given Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. You just gotta
Right.
you just got to execute your plays that day. This is not like the NBA, like the best out of 5, best out of 7. You only play one game. So if you play your best game that day, the scheme that Cal draws for you based on your skill set, just execute the game plan. You understand what I'm saying? And they will be fine. Like I tell my brothers all the time when we do a show, if we can minimize, God willing, if we can minimize the penalties and the turnovers, we should be fine. You understand? But what we seen last night, you understand? Prime example about last night. You see how the Cowgirls, they had a lot of penalties, stupid penalties, but those stupid penalties was based on being impatient. If you notice, there was in a neutral zone. You understand what I'm saying? And it was different things that you normally don't do and that you normally know not to do. You understand?
Right.
Like they had that rush. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes, to me, my humble opinion, when you have that rush, that shows our offense that there's some kind of threat on the other side of the ball, because they so anxious to stop something, but they don't know what to expect. But when they react, their reaction messed them up. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
man. But what you think about the penalties and the turnovers?
Well, I think, we had did a show Saturday with Breezy from not the Bananas, and
Shout out to Breezy.
yeah, that's my dude.
Yeah.
I was telling him, just looking at the press conferences and what they were talking about, the Michael Parsons and the curse, the safety, they were talking about, they were so focused on our physicality and what we was going to be bringing to the party that it took them out of the game. I was making up the point to say that we had gotten in their head,
Right.
because all they could talk about was everybody was saying about us that we was going to beat them.
Right.
Now you look at all the playoff games that's been played, we the only road team that won out of all of the games that's been played. All of the home teams won this weekend. You see Arizona getting smashed right now by the Rams. So to me, we already had the mental edge going into the game. We just needed to execute,
Right.
and we got the victory. Now, Dallas, they was a 12-5 team, so we could have blew them out. We made a few mistakes, but we really won the game in the first half, just the way we came out and we jumped on them. They couldn't match our physicality.
Exactly.
So I believe it was a combination of the physicality. It was also a combination of us executing the game plan. And then, like I said, their focus wasn't on their game plan. Their focus was on trying to match our physicality.
Right.
So just to piggyback on your point, that's why they were sloppy with the penalties and the hold and the jumping all sides. Randy Gregory had like 3-4 penalties just by itself. And then offensively, their tackles couldn't deal with Nick Bosa. They couldn't deal with none of our defensive ends. You saw the one play where Bosa got the friendly fire when he got hit. He had lifted Lyle Collins off the ground, just straight bull rushed him back.
Right.
So they couldn't match the physicality. So that's why they went to making the mistakes. And like I said, I think we just really got them out of their game mentally before the game was even played. Because Michael Parsons had made the point to say, man, Uko, we're gonna try to match their physicality. They coming in like they the bullies on the block. Well, we're gonna try to bully the bullies. Well, we're already in your head because you thinking about us being a bully. You ain't thinking about what it's gonna take to execute your defensive game plan to try to shut our offense down. So I really think mentally we had the edge and we won the game mentally before we even stepped into their stadium, which we had taken it over because the Faithfuls was in there. So, like I said, now, Dallas, y'all are thinking of the past, that's done. Now we focus and turn our attention to how we going to get on Aaron Rodgers, because it's a different animal we dealing with. Even though we've had success in the past, and I believe we can still have the same success again on Saturday, Green Bay on another level from Dallas. So we got to raise our level of play, and we got to be on point in all three areas: offense, defense, and special teams, to have a chance to win. And if I think they do that, we can take the game, because physically they don't really match up with us either.
That's
So
true.
it's just a matter of us executing offensively, defensively, and not having no miscues in the special teams game, like they got caught a couple of times in the Dallas game with the fake punt and giving up some return yardage. If they can tighten that up, we got a really good chance to get this victory, because we match up well with Green Bay, and we got to assume that Kyle's gonna come up with a scheme and a game plan to be able to attack their defense.
Right. And you know what? I totally agree with you when you mentioned about Kyle. Kyle will always put his players in position to be successful. And
Exactly.
this is not from me, from you, or from Ryan. Yo, even his players says it at the pressers,
Mhm.
including Debo. Debo always say, and Kittle, and so forth. They always say Kyle put us in position to be successful. Like the faithful, us that know and understand, like, yo, it's just the players have to execute the plays.
Exactly.
Now, going forward, I'm not worrying about the scheme, brother. I'm not. I'm not worrying about the physicality. It's there. I am not worried
Mhm.
about that. Only thing I'm just worrying about, like I mentioned before, but I'm just gonna add this, is just being consistent. That's it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
when you're consistent, that brings the momentum in your favor, which leads to a rhythm. And when you have rhythm, the defense will get frustrated. Like, prime example, last night, yo, just my humble opinion, I think our secondary had Dak confused. Yo, Dak was throwing balls away from his wide receivers, hitting the ground there. I was like, yo, where is he throwing that? With all due respect, I was like, yo, Jimmy G, he don't even do that. Like, but he will overthrow you. But like Dak would throw passes to their feet, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? And I gotta be honest, certain passes that I see him thrown that was like either in front of their feet or behind their feet. I don't know if you noticed, you probably have, Troy.
Mhm.
Dallas Cowboys Stadium, they had like the glare of the sun.
Uh-huh.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you
He was
see.
thrown into the sun.
Yeah, man. And it was, and I remember I was saying tweets on Twitter. I was like, yo, thank God for the sun on that play, because I mean it was certain plays that Dak was throwing the ball and the wide receiver was on one side. And there was one time I seen Fred Warner covering his eyes, like his helmet, like this, and I was like, "Yo," I be trying to tell the faithful, like, "Yo," certain times in positions of the field when you're facing that sun, it's hard for you to like see where the ball is coming and
Mhm.
where it's coming. So I think D'Amico Ryans did a great job with his scheme on defense, especially in the on the defensive side, because yo, what is going? I really thought they was gonna come at Ambry Thomas, but they didn't. Most of their targets, if you really think about it, brothers, most of their target was at Mosley.
Mhm.
And I looked at the stat sheet. He had the most tackles out of everyone on the defense. He had the most tackles. So they was coming for him, even though
Mhm.
that was the wrong thing to do, but it was coming for him. Unfortunately, Shark, he from Patterson, New Jersey. I was born in Patterson. Shark, he got beat on that man-to-man pass. I had a feeling
Yeah.
he get beat, because when you see your defensive player running, and the other guy had at least about 5 yards of space in front of him. I was like, yeah, he's beat on that play.
Mhm.
I don't know what went wrong on that play. I'm just happy that he made up for it with that interception. And
Exactly.
he's known for that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's known for that. But yeah, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. What's up, Ryan? You got anything?
First of all, thank you very much, Troy, for coming on here. Truly an honor.
Appreciate
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And yeah, that a game was a pressure cooker at the end. It shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been like that. That
Yeah.
interception really screwed us over. The
Mhm.
overthrow by Trent Sutherfield.
Yeah.
That should never happened. Should never happened.
Right.
But otherwise than that, yeah, the defense played well. I give them that. They played well. And of course, everybody, all Dallas Cowboy fans are going to cue about whatever happened with that referee at the end when they threw that ball down for a down. I watched the whole thing back and forth every second, and the ball never hit the ground when he downed it. It was at 0, so I knew his game was over.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It was at 0 when he touched it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you
The referee has to touch the ball before they hike it.
Exactly.
It's a legal play.
And he has to, right, he has to touch the ball and spot the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Then the center touch it.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? But
he gave the ball to the center before he got the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Exactly.
Yep.
But you know what? Let me go back to what you were saying about Jimmy, man. I was saying, and Troy, I gotta ask you about this. Do you think Jimmy G is more of do you think he's more mental tough to the point that on a podium he won't express that was on me? That, you understand what I'm saying? That was on me. That pass was on me. Because I tell you this, not only yesterday's game, there's other games that I've seen. Just me. Yesterday game, he reacted when he missed Ayuk. When Ayuk was open, and Ayuk did a great running route. He was wide open, and when he overthrown him, you see Jimmy G made that gesture, like, you know what I mean, like, damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, now that's the Jimmy I like. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
On the field, but it's like, where's that at the podium? So I'm just asking you, my brother, do you think Jimmy G is more of a mental tough quarterback to the point he won't let it be known as far as in a public, when he's in front of reporters? Do you think he probably say that more? He kind of like show more accountability and responsibility in a locker room? You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm asking?
Yeah. I think, I would say he is mentally tough in terms of, you saw it on those 2 plays. Ayuk beat the defender that was to the sideline. It was almost like a sideline post pattern almost.
Right.
And Jimmy overthrew him. You saw he was like, damn, you could see his expression in his face, say, damn, I missed you. You was open.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it on our post game show yesterday that if you hit him on that pass, he probably scores on that pass, or they get in field goal position to extend the lead to where we wouldn't have been in that nail biting position, because now instead of it being 23-17, it may be 26-17,
Or
where they
30.
have to get 2 score. Yeah, exactly. Or they scored and it's 30-17 because it was still 20. It was still 23. They were still up. But if he hit him on that pass, he probably scores on that play because he beat the defender pretty good.
I just gotta ask you this question. I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize.
Yeah.
Wasn't it 23-7 though?
It was either 23-7 or 23-10. But at any rate, like I said, if he hit that pass and more, like I said, Ayuk was wide open. So if he hit that pass to the sideline and he catch it, then he run it.
Right.
And
I agree.
He probably scores. So then they're going to extend the lead, which is going to cause Dallas to totally abandon the running game and just strictly pass, which plays to the strength of the team, which is our defensive line. Yeah. So just to, answer your question, I believe that in the public, he going to be diplomatic. He not going to just come out and say, damn, I should have made that pass, or I messed up. Now to the team, he gonna be like, yeah, my bad. I should have hit that pass.
Right.
He always gonna give you the diplomatic answer. What you think? Because the media always will ask him. Well, what do you think? Okay, what happened on this play? Why did what did you see? Or how was the reaction? And then he'll give a diplomatic answer. He won't just come out and say, well, you know what, I just totally missed it. I flaked up. I had a brain fart or whatever. Now to the team, he gonna be on the sidelines. He gonna be smiling, but he gonna be like, man, that was my bad. I missed you.
Right.
I shouldn't have overthrew you. And on the one to Sherfield, I even said it last night on our post game show. Is like in that situation, you stepped up and you was trying to throw on a run. That's not your game, Jimmy. Your game is sitting in the pocket and getting the ball out of your hand quick.
It used to be though. It used to.
But with all of the injuries and stuff he didn't had, he ain't as mobile as he once was.
Yeah.
So, that's more the type of play we would expect from Trey Lance. You on the run and you throw it in there and you make that, you make that pass because that's your game right now. Jimmy, for us to be successful, man, we need to run the ball, allow the offensive line to give him protection so that he can make those quick throws. We know Jimmy not going to really challenge deep, and he don't really throw a lot to the sidelines. Now, he threw a couple to the sidelines that he completed yesterday, but that's not his game. His game is over the middle, trying to get the ball to Debo, trying to get the ball to Ayuk, trying to get the ball to Kittle in space so that they can run after the catch, get the yak yards. Right. So, like I said, in that situation, they was coming with the heavy pressure. You did a good job of stepping up. Now, in that situation, he was open. You either gonna get it to him or just throw it out of bounds. Yeah. You threw it over his head, and then the dude picked it off, and then was running down the sideline. So, it went from a potential of we got the game in hand to like, oh man, you didn't throw this pick. What if he would have scored? Thank God they had people over there to tackle him, and then we kind of held them down. But what if he would have scored? That would have just flipped the whole momentum of the game right there. So, like I said, as far as answering your question, he always gonna be diplomatic with the media. He always gonna try to kind of spin it to spin a narrative because he know what the narrative is. Right. They waiting for him to make the mistake. He know what the narrative is for us as the faithful fans. Oh, we be like, oh Lord, just don't make the mistake. Just don't do something that's gonna cost us the game or stop the momentum of what we were doing. Because, like I said, we had all the momentum. We had the game in hand. We had the game under control. So, and that's that's really going forward. What we gonna be looking to see? Okay, Jimmy, we about to play the Packers. We know we're going to need you to be on your game in order for us to have a chance to win. So we don't need you to make the crucial mistake. We just need you to be consistent and execute the game plan that Kyle going to give y'all. Now, it's going to be some situations and some times where they're going to stop our running game. We can't just expect Elijah Mitchell to carry the load. We can't expect Debo to carry the load. We're going to need you to make a throw. We're going to need you to be we're going to need you to make a play that's going to help us win. We just don't want you to make the mistake. And with him, we just don't know when he's going to make the mistake. So that's the thing that gives us pause is like, oh, Lord, when is he, it could be any throw that, it could be a mistake made. Right. Will the mistake cost us the game? Well, it didn't cost us the game yesterday, but we pray and hope it won't cost us the game this week.
I'll tell you one thing, my brother, it almost did. Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you this, my brother. On that play, when he was scrambling, I ain't gonna lie. Like early in the game, when he was scrambling, he was throwing some nice passes that was being caught. Exactly. He was accurate. But on that play, when he overthrown Trent, like Ryan was saying, I ain't gonna lie. When he was running to the sideline, close to the sideline, I thought he was gonna throw the ball out of bounds. But when I seen a ball go past Trent, I was like, oh shoot. And then I think the ball got tipped by another Cowboy, and then it went into another Cowboy defender. I was like, oh man. And I just think, and I think we all can agree, even the faithful that's watching, I just think Jimmy just has to be more accurate. You understand? Especially when your wide receivers are open. Be accurate. And the thing is, it's like, is I'm more concerned about his accuracy or him forcing the ball to his wide receivers that's triple or quadruple, defended. Honestly, I'm concerned about both. Because just like you were saying, and we agree, This game could have been blown out. Whether it could have been 30-10 or 26-10, you know. And unfortunately, it wasn't. But what I'm saying is, I'm like, yo, when you have a wide receiver that's open like that, hit that target. You know what I mean? Like, hit that target. And I don't recall seeing him being rushed on that play. And it's like when I see him air it out like that, because he did air it out before to Ayuk, and Ayuk he was making some amazing catches yesterday. He almost had no, well, yeah, no, it was Elijah. Elijah almost had 100 yards rushing. But Ayuk, man, Ayuk and Jennings,
You play.
yeah, Jennings
That
clutch on a couple of first downs too. I'm telling that young man, he's gonna be something, man. He may
Yeah,
not.
that's
He may not
dog. Love
as
Jennings.
oh, Troy, my brother. Tell me, man, you wasn't happy. You was not happy to see Travis Benjamin catch that got that first down. I'm telling you, man, speed kills, man. You
And
know,
that's what they've been lacking. That's
yeah,
what they've been lacking all year. They've been lacking a receiver that could take the top off of the defense. So just the fact that Jennings was out there, I mean that he was out there and he made the catch, and then they had him back for special teams, because that's one of the things that we were discussing on our show, Faithful Boys.
right,
We were discussing, okay, who are they gonna have back returning punts and kicks, because that's been a weak area for them all year. So, Kyle have confidence in Benjamin to do that. And he's, return kickoffs and punts for touchdowns in his career. So, to get to your point though with Jimmy, the knock on him from us and the Bay Area media is that, you'll force the ball to Kittle. You'll force the ball to Debo. One of the things that I believe you got to do, and he have to do, you got to get that ball to everybody. If you, going forward, he can't force the ball to Debo or to Kittle. You got to get the ball to ball to everybody.
right,
And you got to be accurate. Like I said, yesterday, or when we were doing the show with Breezy on Saturday, I said against the Cowboys, he needed to at least have between 20 to 25 or 30 attempts.
yeah.
And
That's
if
fair.
he could hit on 20 out of 25 or 20 out of those 30 attempts, we would win the game.
Right.
Just because Dallas knew coming into the game that we were going to try to run the ball, whether it was outside zone, whether it was toss. And for the most part, they did well with the outside zone. Some of the toss plays, they got negative yardage because Dallas was setting the edge hard. And
Yeah,
they do have fast linebackers with Van Der Esch and with Micah Parsons, and they say this run to the ball. Really, where they were really having success against them was when they was going with the counter action and with the gap scheme action.
right.
So, when they were hitting Elijah up the middle with those running plays, he got most of his yards inside. They
Yes.
really should have, stayed inside, kept running it inside a little bit more to offset the fact that they were going to be, setting the edge so hard, because they knew that's our bread and butter. That's our MO.
Exactly.
So that's something that even going forward against Green Bay, they're going to have to do, in my opinion. Just, instead of trying to, that toss play, it'll work at times. I think sometimes Kyle be wanting to run it a little bit too much. You got to pick and choose when you're going to run that toss. I think they need to maybe kind of, I don't know how good Green Bay is, with the inside defensive lineman, but maybe try to hit it inside more with Elijah Mitchell to start the game. And then if you can have success running inside, then come back to your outside zone and maybe your toss plays. And then to me, they got to mix Wilson in a little bit more to give Elijah a rest. You don't want have him with too many carries and wear him down. Wilson is a good running back. He proved it last year till he got hurt that he could carry the rock and tote the load for you. So to me, man, give him some run, let him get a chance. But with Jimmy, you just got to be consistent. I was saying last night, in this game, you might have to throw it between 30 to 35 times against Green Bay, just given the fact of the type of offense that they have. And, we don't want them to get behind, but if they do get behind, well, Kyle and I going to abandon the run, but you're going to have to put it up a little bit more throwing it. And this is where we got to hope and pray that Jimmy be on point and that he won't, throw it into triple coverage, or he won't try to force the ball, that he'll get it to Jawan Jennings. He'll get it to Juszczyk. He'll get it to Elijah Mitchell, Wilson out of the backfield. He'll get it to Debo. He'll get it to Ayuk. He'll get it to Benjamin. I can see where they might try to run Benjamin deep on some post, patterns off of play action to try to stretch the defense to maybe get it underneath. It's not Jimmy Strent really throwing a deep ball, but in this game, we got to try to, as much as we can, if we can loosen their secondary up, stretching them deep and maybe getting the ball to our playmakers underneath and let them do the yak yards and run after catch, then, they could take it to the house. But we gonna, this game, more than any game, is going to be in his hands, more than it was against Dallas.
Right.
And Dallas had a high-powered offense as well. But
exactly,
like I said, Dak Prescott and Aaron Rodgers, that's like comparing apples to oranges. Aaron Rodgers on a whole nother level. So we just got to pray that Jimmy can be able to make these throws and not make the mistake that's gonna cost us the game. Because I believe we're gonna be in the game for 4 quarters. We just can't. We just don't want him to make the crucial mistake at the wrong time. Exactly. That's the key to the game.
And that's what I was saying earlier. Only thing I'm concerned about is him just be accurate. You understand? Just like he started that first drive. They scored with no problem. No problem. Yeah. It was cool. Because I was like, yo, when you notice when Kyle accepts the ball, you understand? I'm like, yeah, he got something up his sleeve. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but back to Jimmy, I mean, as long, just like you said, as long as he be consistent, be accurate, and don't force the ball, especially against Green Bay. And we don't know what kind of weather we dealing with Saturday when we play them. Yeah. So people gotta understand. See, I played football, Pop Warner, when I was younger. Yo, mm-hmm. playing in a difficult climate is difficult, especially when you passing the ball. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how the weather's gonna be Saturday, but you know how it is in Green Bay around in January. It's cold. And how the weather, I mean, as far as the as far as the climate, as far as being windy, that goes back to what you were saying. Jimmy has to be consistent, accurate, and don't force the ball. If it's not there, throw the ball away. Just throw it away. You feel what I'm saying? Because
I agree with you.
Yeah, you'll save yourself from causing turnover to the point it transferred to points for them. So, man, but I agree with you regarding Elijah. He a rookie and he young, and I can tell he wants it. But I'll tell you one thing: it was a couple of plays, and I was on Twitter. It was a couple of plays. You could tell he was gassed.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. You gotta rest him because he was a 7-round pick. And man, the 49ers have an ability. Well, Kyle, Mike Shanahan could find a running back from outer space and turn him into 1,000-yard rusher. So Kyle got the same ability along with the running back coach that was with his dad when he was in Denver. Yeah. And follow Kyle around. They can find running backs, but you got to give him a rest because he didn't carry the ball a lot, this year, and have been successful. And he gonna be the starting running back going forward. This is the game where you got to run and give Jeff Wilson some carries to offset and let him be fresh. The weather's gonna probably be at 0 or minus degrees or whatever. Now hopefully it's not snowing, but it's at night, so it's gonna be cold. We built to deal with that physically. We built to go into Green Bay with our running game and our defense and hold our own. Yeah. So I don't think none of us is worried about that. About the elements.
Really? You think so?
No.
I agree.
I mean, like I said, they built to go into that cold and deal with, physically and deal with it, because we ain't running no 3-wide receiver offense, throwing it all over the place.
That's true.
Kyle gonna come out there and play smash mouth football. He know he got to try to keep Aaron Rodgers off the field and on the sideline. So, they're gonna come out trying to establish the run and be physical and do the things that's been allowing us to be successful, in this run that they on.
Yeah.
It all's gonna come back down to, okay, if it's 3rd and 5, if it's 3rd and 7, and we gotta get a first down to keep the chains moving, to keep Aaron Rodgers off the field. Or if we're in the red zone, if it's 3rd and 5, if it's 3rd and 7, can Jimmy make the throw to get us the first down, or even get us in the end zone? Because, man, we're not gonna be able to kick field goals against Green Bay and expect to win. We got to score touchdowns when we get in that red zone area. So the way they started the game against Dallas, I said it last night when we were doing our post-game show, they're going to have to play like that 4 quarters against Green Bay.
Yep.
If you come, man, it was perfect the way they came out. Kyle had his script. They came and they straight attacked Dallas and put it on their mind like, okay, we here. We not going nowhere. Bam, bam, bam. It was 7-0. Put it on their mind. Well, that's the same thing against Green Bay. Now, if they win the toss, I'm probably sure he going to defer to the second half. If Green Bay win a toss, I think if we win a toss before the first kickoff, if we win it, I think he's going to defer, because he figures, okay, if I defer and we even, if let's say the score is even or we ahead, then like he always said, we're gonna try to double dip. We're gonna try to get a score before the half and get a score to start the 3rd quarter. I figure if Green Bay get it, they might defer to put us on the field first. So if they put us on the field first, then come up with the same mentality that you had against Dallas.
True.
You know he got a script of plays that he gonna start the game with to try to see what kind of defense they're running, so he could adjust from series to series, from play to play, because that's how Kyle thinks. Kyle is thinking from play to play, but he's also thinking from series to series. How can I get this advantage? Let me see what the defense is doing. Let's do our shifting. Let's do our motion. Let's do all of the things that make our offense click, so I can get the advantage, so I can get the edge. And then, you know, he familiar with LaFleur. LaFleur come from under him coaching. You know what I'm saying? He familiar with I think the defensive coordinator for them is Joe Barrett. You know, he went up against him in Washington. So he know the coaches he going up against. So, you know, Kyle is always thinking one step ahead. That's why he had the advantage against Dallas. He was always one step ahead of them for the most part. The only thing is, like I said, the 3rd and 5s, the 3rd and 7s, red zone. What plays can you come up with to get into the end zone and to keep extending drives and keep getting first downs? Because if we can't convert on a 3rd downs, then we putting Aaron Rodgers out there, which puts our defense out there. We don't want our defense to be out there longer than our offense is out there. We want our defense to be able to get off every 3rd down as well.
Yes.
So, you know, Kyle's gonna try to play defense with his offense, but to me, it's putting pressure now for you. You're gonna have to convert these 3rd downs. You're gonna have to make sure you extending these drives, because you know if you don't, then you put your defense out there, and we could have the coverages down correct. We could be getting a rush. You're talking about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers could throw from any platform, from any level, off balance, you know, on the run. You know, so we could have everything covered correctly and have pressure, and he could still beat us.
And he's still using his legs. And,
exactly.
You know, and he's still using it, and that's my concern about him using his legs. You know, that's like my only concern, because I think about that loss we had against them when we had like 30-something seconds left, and we was getting beat in regards to Aaron Rodgers picking us apart by throwing in the middle of the field, because we was playing behind to the point they was catching the ball in front of us. So, you know, I was just like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted a rematch on that. And I was saying to myself, I'm pretty sure this defense will love to have that game back with those seconds left. I remember we had a show about, would you put your team in that position? And I said yes. Because initially, I think it was Juice. I think Juice didn't want to go in to score the touchdown, something like that. He wanted to stop at the 2nd yard, at the 2nd yard line, you know, and to take more time off the clock. But he scored, and then it was like 30-something seconds left. So all I'm saying is, Honestly, I'm more excited about this game. You're absolutely right. You know, we got to run the ball, but to run the ball, brother, Ryan know, and the faithful know that's watching. As long as our run blocking is playing excellent on Saturday, we will be fine. We will be fine. Because Kyle, you may agree or disagree. Kyle likes to get a first down after the second down. He really don't like doing third downs. Like the way he designed his plays, you know what I mean? He like to get that. He like to get it be like what, second down and 4. You know what I mean? And then get that first down. So with me saying that, like you were saying about, Jimmy, as long as he play consistent, be accurate, don't force the ball. Only thing I'm only concerned about is the report of him having a sprained shoulder.
Sure.
You heard?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So,
So that that's been all on all the social media, Bay Area, been everybody been reporting on it. Yeah, and that's the thing. We know he's not 100% with the thumb. Everybody was calling for Trey. I've been calling for Trey from the beginning of play, from jump.
same here,
I
bro.
think they should have put him out there for the whole season, but that's just me. But
I mean, we get it. We know why, but
yeah,
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 man.
so that's just another element that's gonna factor into the game
Yeah.
with the sprained shoulder. Now I agree with you that really Kyle's focus is okay. If I start this game running on first down, if the offensive line block it right and my running back, because we know they running, it's a one cut scheme. So Elijah Mitchell is perfect running it. They run that outside zone. He do his one cut. Normally he getting 4 or 5, maybe 6 yards, and that's what Kyle is banking on. I should never get to third down if I'm hitting 5 to 6 yards on first down. Then it makes my second down play calling easier because now I have half of what I need to convert to get another first down. So I totally agree with you with that. And then when the running game really hitting, that's when we see the bootleg action. That's when he can go with the play action to throw that post or to throw that seam to George or to get it to Ayuk or to get it to Debo. And then they run a different action, when they go come in motion, Greg Papa call it that ghost motion. When they do the ghost motion, you could either, a lot of times Jimmy will fake that dive and then he'll pull it and throw it, over the linebacker to suck him up. So if everything is working, we shouldn't have a problem. I know Green Bay. I don't know all about their defense. I know they pretty good defensively. I'm not, into the whole statistical part of it, but I know they got good corners. They got good safeties. They linebackers. I think we could probably have an advantage. Like I said, our offensive line is one of the better offensive lines. It's been one of the better offensive lines all year. So I think they can control the line of scrimmage. We got maybe the best left tackle in all of football and Trent Williams. Got to give Tom Compton his props. He been holding it down. The middle of the line, is good. So if they can get that push and and do what they do, we should be fine. They've been pass protecting and giving Jimmy the time. We just need Jimmy to make the throws.
Right.
I
But
said it. Go ahead.
But you know what? I'll pause. You know what? The pressure is not on the Niners. The pressure is
No,
not
I
on
agree.
we're not the
It's on Green Bay.
Yeah, man. Even though they had a week's rest, the pressure is not on the 49ers, man. They might be prepared as far as their scheme, but being that we're in the rhythm, because matter of fact, along with the rhythm, we've been playing, I would say, the last maybe 4 to 5 games before we clinched the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
We've been playing playoff ball. If you
Yeah,
think
I agree.
about it. So we've been playing in the rhythm to the point, if you think about it, throughout that experience, what else that we have not experienced? You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
so it's like every game that we've been playing since that Titans game that we should have won. That you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
it's been a
yeah.
playoff atmosphere. So
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying is, you know, again, like we were saying, as long as we play our game, we will be fine. And we know the heartbeat of our offense, and I'm saying heartbeat is Elijah Mitchell. This is my humble opinion. I think he's the heartbeat of our offense. And I think Debo, I call him half man, half amazing. I think
Yeah.
I think he's the rhythm of the offense. You got the heartbeat and you got the rhythm because I believe that Debo starts that rhythm. You feel what I'm saying? He just get things because the defense know they got to keep his eye their eye on him. You understand what I'm saying? Wide receiver, running back, quarterback. You know, he already call himself a wide back. So I think like it starts with them two to me because you know Elijah is the heartbeat, Debo is the rhythm. You follow what I'm saying? And Jimmy G is the manager. So as long as them three do what they need to do, continue doing what they do, I'm cool. I would like to see Kittle get more. I would say he's always involved. I would say, I guess more design plays for him. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he's our muscle on the offense. He's the muscle. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You know, he is like every down he plays like he's a wrestler. You know what I mean? So I think that I'm not worried about Kyle, his game plan. I know he's going to take care of that. I'm not worried about it all. I'm just like really concerned about Jimmy, and I will always say this. I was concerned about Jimmy as far as his accuracy and for forcing the ball, and I was concerned about Ambry Thomas. But my only concern about Ambry Thomas was not him not being there because he's always there. It was just his timing and reaction to the ball.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my only concern about Ambry Thomas. So that's what I was saying before. I was surprised they wasn't going to him that much. And I was surprised they was going to Mosley. So with that said, you know, I think we're gonna be fine. I think uh I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. You know, I think every play on both sides of the ball, they know every play is a crucial play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I'm gonna piggyback off of 2 points you were talking about the
no doubt.
secondary and Kittle. To me, in this game, because in the first game Devontae Adams killed him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to double him and bracket coverage him. They're gonna have to mix coverages against him, try to take him away. Force Aaron Rodgers to throw to Randall Cobb, to Valdez Scantling, and their other receivers, which they're capable of making plays. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But man, we can't let Devontae Adams kill us.
Right.
You know, so I think it's gonna be a combination of the pass rush, and they're gonna have to be on point with the coverage in terms of mirroring, shadowing, doubling, bracketing Devontae Adams and forcing Aaron Rodgers to go somewhere else. We can't sleep on their running backs either. They got Jones and they got Dillon. Dillon is like their power back. So if they do get the lead and they are ahead, they're gonna try to use Dillon to try to eat that clock, to take to wind the clock down so that we don't have as many possessions as we could have. So we definitely gonna need our defensive line, our front seven to be, strong, inside as far as the running game is concerned, and also getting that pressure. So we definitely gonna need Nick back out there. Now they saying Willis might not play. This might be the game where they need to bring Maurice Hurst up,
Yeah.
because they didn't play Hurst last week.
Right.
So this might be the week that they got to bring Maurice Hurst up. They're gonna need all of the available defensive linemen that can play to be out there against the running game.
Jordan Willis had the speed. I think that's why.
Yeah, off the edge. Yeah,
the speed. That's what.
And then just with Kittle is the muscle, but this game he's got to be another receive. He's got to be that receiving threat
That's
to
what I meant.
offset. Yeah, because we know he'll beast blocking, and he's really an extension of their offensive line. But Kyle's got to find a way to get him singled up on their linebackers to get the advantage, because if we can get him going, Ayuk is rolling right now. He catching everything, got his confidence. We know what Debo gonna be. We know Juwan Jennings is the third down guy, but he's capable of making those plays outside of even a third down. So this the game where we need Kittle the beast. I love you see the way that Kansas City always can get Kelsey. Kelsey always get that matchup, that favorable matchup, and be beasting on it. That's what we need from George.
Yeah.
Kyle got to find a way to get George in space to get him the ball, so that's just another weapon we throwing at him, to just enhance what Jimmy gonna do. Because one thing, we don't want Jimmy to force the ball, but we know Jimmy gonna go two places. If he really needs to go somewhere, he gonna go to George or he gonna go to Debo.
Yeah.
So that's why we need to get George off early in this game to get him rolling. That's gonna cause Debo to roll. Ayuk already rolling. We got Jennings. We got the running game. We gonna need all hands on deck in this one, and that's what I'm saying. Even to me, I was saying it last night on our show, Faithful Boys podcast, that this game reminds me of the 2019 game when they played New Orleans, when they played the Saints.
Right.
The Saints jumped on them early. It was a big game. It was for for the home field advantage. Kyle pulled out all the stops. He came with the passes. Jimmy threw deep. They came out attacking. They came out with the mentality like, okay, well, you didn't punch us in the mouth. We're gonna come right back and punch you in the mouth. And to me, that's the same way he got to come out in this game. You got to come out thinking, okay, Aaron Rodgers, every time he get the ball, could score. So we got to come with the mentality that every time we get the ball, we got to score. No field goals. We might have to go for it on fourth down. We might have to take some chances, take some risks, even with the elements being like they are, which it could neutralize their offense too, but they used to playing in it. We don't play in the cold. We built for the cold. We don't play in it. They play in it. So, like I'm saying, to me, y'all got to have the same mentality that y'all had back in 2019 when y'all was playing the Saints. Trust me. I live in Louisiana. I work in New Orleans. I live an hour away in Slidell. And I was watching that game on TV. I'm in who that country, but I'm been a faithful since 84. So just want to let y'all know that.
Yeah.
I ain't even tripping off of that. But y'all gotta have the same mentality that y'all had in that game. Y'all gotta go blow for blow with these boys. And if y'all go blow for blow with them and if Jimmy don't turn it over, we can win the game, because we got enough defense and we got enough offense to match what they gonna do.
True.
Hopefully they make the mistakes, and like you said, they've been sitting on a bye. It's the pressure on them, because I don't know what the line or the spread is gonna be, but I'm figuring they're gonna be at least favored by maybe 6 points.
I think it's 5. I think
it's 5. Yeah, I figured it's 5. Okay, yeah, I figured it'd be like 5 to 6 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. I figured it was be maybe 5 to 7 points. Just based on the fact that they're at home, and traditionally, because they playing in Lambeau this time of year, they normally be favored.
Troy, they're favored by 5.5.
Okay, 5.5. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
And then that could change depending on what happened with Bosa, what happened with Fred. But from what they saying, when everybody was reporting on social media, Fred looked like he'll go, and Nick should come out of the concussion protocol in time for to be there. So that's about right. That's about right.
But yo, man, let me tell you, bro, when I was watching that game, when I seen Fred grabbing his knee.
Oh, I know.
Bro,
I know. I thought it was over too, bro. Oh,
then they was talking about his ankle, and I was like, hold on, how is
because he was grabbing at his knee.
Right. So
that's first thing I thought too.
Yeah,
first thing I thought.
I thought he was down.
I was like, hold on, he's grabbing his knee. Y'all talking about his ankle, and I was like, what's going on? But yo, I'm telling you, man, we lucked up because he was standing. he was standing on his feet on the sideline, wanting to come back in, But yeah, man.
Yeah, when they came out of commercial break, he was walking on the sideline with his hands on his hips, walking like he always does.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, okay, so he didn't go to tent.
Yeah.
And I guess not had to do his legs. That's a good thing.
Right.
So basically, after I saw the replay, bang!
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, it's a concussion."
Yeah. Oh, you talking about Nick? You talking about Nick? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Nick Bosa. Yeah, Nick Bosa.
Yeah, man. I just hope we go both have them back because they are leaders, man. Especially Fred.
Yeah. We gonna need, like I said, we gonna need all of them out there. And like I said, if wish now she could clear the concussion protocol, I'm quite sure they could clear with no problem. And Ray, I think they said for Fred it's a low ankle sprain. It's not a high ankle sprain. So, they gonna get 24-hour treatment. Well, he'll get 24-hour treatment and everything should be good to go. So,
but you know what? It was mentioned that Fred came back in the game. I don't remember seeing him. Did you see him?
I don't think he did. I think when they were reporting on the sideline, they were saying that he had his helmet on and he wanted to go back in, but I don't think he ever went back in. I think they just stayed with Dre and they stayed with Al Shair at the linebacker. They just went with the two linebackers, and it was like whatever dime or big nickel defense they were running at that particular time. Right. So no, he never went back out there, but he was, he was on the sideline, and at that point you couldn't risk him going back out there and getting hurt. So they did the right thing, keeping him out. Like I said, man, go ahead, get the treatment and all of that this week and be out there for this game.
Right, because I remember seeing Flanagan.
Yeah, and Flanagan Files probably was out there. No, he probably was out there, but I know I remember seeing Al Shair and Dre Greenlaw after Fred got hurt. They were out there. I remember seeing them more than I saw Flanagan Files out there. So like I said, the main thing is, man, get that treatment. They gonna get the treatment on that ankle. And we gonna need you for this Saturday out there every rep, because that's you the heart of the defense. Up the middle is where where they strong. At the defensive tackle position, at the linebacker level, and then at the safety level. So like I said, man, it's gonna be a good game. Everybody looking forward to it. We got our fingers crossed, because we know it might come down to Jimmy having to make a throw. We just hope he make the right throw, man. If he make the right throws, we can beat the Packers and move on. So we just hope that that's gonna be the case.
I'm gonna bounce off you, Troy. When you're saying that, I want to bounce off you before you go, Mark.
No problem.
When you're just talking about that, every time he throws the ball and he goes into play action, I'm gonna say, please be a good throw. Please be a good throw.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt.
Exactly.
No doubt.
I know.
No doubt. And you know what? Just to do a little spin off, we gotta admit, Robbie Gould has been playing really good. He has. And I'm telling you, man, this is just me. I was concerned about him. Especially, especially his extra points and his field goals. I'm like, oh my God. But when he showed out during that Lambs game, when Mitch was out with a concussion, I was very impressed, man. Especially kicking the ball as a punter. I was like, okay, Robbie. And you know what I normally do, Troy? When he does something good, I always send out a tweet. Thank you, Robbie. Because, those extra points and those field goals are important, man. Them points add up. I'm not really big on 2 points conversion, but if we need it, then get it. But them extra points and those field goals, I count on Robbie to get them. But for the last couple of games, he's been balling out. And I just hope he stays consistent, because we're going to need him, man. And I must say, when I was watching the game last night, I noticed how the camera was focused on his face. And I seen, just looking at his face and his eyes, he looked so focused. And I was like, man, thank God. And also Juice has been, he's that silent killer that I've been mentioning. Him and Ryan Jennings, you gotta watch out for them two guys, because they will burn you, But
Yeah.
But Robbie, he's been playing good, man. But Troy, I agree with you, man. This game Saturday, it's a winnable game. It's a winnable game. As long as we stick to our scheme and do their job, they can pull it out, man. They can pull it out. It's all about being consistent, like you said, which start the momentum, which start the rhythm. And if we can maintain those three, I believe that we'll be fine. So, but yeah, man, I definitely agree with you. I'm just wondering who's going to be the player of the game. Is it going to be someone on offense or someone on defense? Because before yesterday's game, I was saying, the defense is going to win this game. You know, and
Mhm.
but let me ask you this question in regards to when we had the ball, when they said Debo was about that short of the first down, which I disagree with. Okay, we know that Kyle designed a play to do a quarterback sneak,
Mhm.
but he had a motion within that quarterback sneak. And it wasn't just Trent Williams, it was somebody else that did a motion. Because when Trent left from left tackle, I think Juice went to left tackle. I think. Don't quote me, faithful. I think somebody went to left tackle and Trent went to right tackle. I think some people blame Trent, and it wasn't Trent's fault.
No, it wasn't. And
Jimmy,
that's what I said on our post game show last night.
right?
If you watch the play, when they did the shift, I know he shifted to the right. I don't know if another tight end went with him, and
No,
I can't.
no, only
I know
Trent
he
went
shifted.
to right.
Yes, when
Somebody
he
went
went
to
to the
left.
right, he was set when Jimmy went.
Thank you. I thought that, bro. I
He
thought
was set. He wasn't. He never moved prior to Jimmy moving. If you go back and watch, which I know y'all did,
right,
he shifted to the right. Jimmy, as soon as he shifted and he was set, he was still set as Jimmy was going forward.
right,
He never moved before Jimmy went forward. Jimmy was going forward. He was still set. Really, he was kind of behind the play because
right.
Jimmy already had went forward before he even really moved to go forward with Jimmy. He was set the whole time. So the referees missed that. Now
It's,
you were talking about Debo, it was that inch, getting that the first down. To me,
that was first down to
the,
me.
the, it was a first down because he had extended the ball even though his knee was down. The ball was past the marker,
Thank
It
so
was
they should have.
it was
And
past the
most
marker. It was past the marker, and his knee never touched the ground. It grazed the ground. That's all it did.
exactly. So
It
normally
grazed
in
it.
most cases they will let you. They will give you if you extend the ball past that marker, regardless of whether your knee is down or if it just barely touched the ground. They in most cases will go ahead and automatically give that to you. So the referees missed those two calls, and then that caused us to have to punt the ball back to them, which gave them the opportunity to get down the field to even be in a position for him to do what he did at the end of the game.
And it was
So
given, and it was given 4 more minutes.
yeah,
And
No, four,
and
four
I
seconds.
was
4
I
seconds.
was watching a replay of the highlight, and you were right. I didn't look at it until I looked at it.
You seen it, right?
When Trent Williams moved over, so did Kittle. Kittle moved over
yeah,
to
well, that's what I
where
thought it
Trent
was. I
Williams
thought it was.
was.
I thought it was Kittle or another tight end
It
that
was
moved
Kittle. It
with
was
him.
Kittle. It was Kittle. They
Yeah,
followed.
I thought I saw two men moving at the move to go to the right.
Because somebody did move to the left, though. I thought I seen somebody move to the left. No?
I know I don't remember
They
nobody
all
moving
moved over
from
to a
from
center.
to
They
the
all
left.
moved over to a
Yeah,
center.
they all moved, exactly. I remember that. Yeah, I know.
Kittle,
I
whoever
thought it
else
was
moved over.
another. I thought it was a tight end that moved with when Trent moved over to the right.
It was
I
Kittle.
didn't. Yeah, okay, it was Kittle. So I was right seeing two players move, and like I said, he never moved before Jimmy. Jimmy did the quick sneak. So when Jimmy was doing a quick sneak, he still was set. And like I said, it was almost like he was kind of behind the play.
Right.
He never really even went forward. Jimmy went forward Jimmy went forward while he was set. And that's why I don't see where the referees missed that. So, like I said, all in all, we still won a game, and that's the main thing. But it just, man, you don't want to put the game in the hands of the referees either, because they could cost you the game too.
Exactly, yo, and that one right there was bothering me, especially when they get them 4 seconds extra.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, yo, what are y'all doing? Man, that one right there, I had to calm down. Man. When I seen that, I was like, yo, they trying to get them back into this game,
Exactly.
but here or there, I just wanna know your thoughts, man, because one, I thought that was a Debo on first down. I thought it was a Debo first down. And two, I thought Trent was set, because set to me, his fingers was down on the grass. You know what I'm saying? I just, what I think, Troy and Ryan, I think they was looking at his upper body, to the point his body, because Trent is a big dude.
Yeah, big dude.
They was looking at his body structure. I don't think they looked at his fingers being set. I just think they looked at his body, you know what I mean, to the point like he wasn't, I guess, still. And I think it was a different opinion. They were saying either he false start or he wasn't set, like we were just saying. So did they call false start, or
they called a false start? And you could hear it on you know how they had those boom mics. You could hear he was so close to the referee. You could hear Trent say, "I never moved. I never moved."
Exactly.
You could hear him say it, yeah. But I agree with you. I think they never looked at his hand being down. They looked at his upper body kind of being raised, which when the play happened, they probably saw his body raised, but he never moved. He was stationary the whole time. Right. So, like I said, they missed the call. You don't want to put the game in the hands of the referees, exactly. I'm glad with those kind of things, So, before I get off, man, just want to give y'all props, man. Love y'all show. Subscribe to y'all channel. We're gonna have y'all on the Faithful Boys. I'm gonna give with my sidekick Ben Good.
My guy,
we're gonna set up a day and a time where we can get on with y'all, and we're gonna chop it up and get it in. But just want to chime in on one more thing.
What's up?
With the special teams, field position is gonna be crucial in this game too. Yeah. I know, I don't know, what they kick and return game is like. They field goal kickers like kind of like Robbie Gold. He an old veteran that for the most part through his career have made big kicks. He struggled a little bit, but he seemed like he on point. I agree with you, Mark. Robbie had been struggling with missing, extra points to the right or to the left, being a little inconsistent with the field goals. But he came through on a clutch. Yesterday we're gonna need him to come through on a clutch again, because we hope, whenever they get in the red zone, they're gonna be able to score touchdowns. But if not, man, you're gonna have to kick the field goal. So we're gonna need you to be on point. Now, he played in Chicago, so he know how Lambeau Field roll with the wind and the different elements and stuff like that. So that's an advantage that we'll have. It's not like he's some novice kicker, don't know, how to, the wind gonna shift in the stadium, or how, the pool and, all of that stuff. He'll be on point with that, because he, like I said, he played for the Bears and he kicked in that stadium for years, when he was playing for the Bears. So that's an advantage. We're gonna need Mitch to be on point with the putts, with the hang time. You know what I'm saying? So our coverage units could be on top of that. And then, if they're gonna put Travis Benjamin back there for the kickoff and the punt return, man, we just need you to feel the ball. We don't need you to try to get no extra yards or do nothing crazy, man. Just be consistent in catching the ball, and because we can't afford
yesterday.
We can't.
I was like, please catch that ball. Yeah,
exactly. We can't afford for y'all to. We can't afford no mishaps in the special teams, because our special teams haven't been the best this year. And a lot of people calling for high tower head, the roll and the be fired. Yeah. So we need y'all just to catch the ball, man. If you got to fair catch that ball every time, then do that, because
or let it go.
or let it go. Yeah, you know, you gotta make sure you can judge it right, and so on and so forth. So, man, like I said, I appreciate y'all having me on.
Appreciate
Like I
having
said,
Hey, Mark,
man.
did you want to do a quick question or not tonight?
I
It's up to
normally
you.
do it. Well, I
It's up
don't
to
know
you.
how much time. We normally do a trivia question.
Okay,
It's
go
Mark's
ahead.
thing. It's Mark's thing. He Mark does it every show when he comes on here.
I'm trying to
Okay, yeah,
find
go ahead.
Try to
That's
find
his
See if I
thing.
can get it. See if I can get it.
man.
Yeah, it's his thing. He always does this every night he's on. I always
Okay.
leave it for him. It's all I leave it on for him.
Okay. Oh man, did I find one? Okay, I think I found one. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it real quick. In 2006, Jerry Rice was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame.
Uh-huh.
His time spent as a member of the Delta Devils at what Southwestern Athletic Conference school?
Oh, that's Mississippi Valley State, man. I ought to know that automatically.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know that.
Oh yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I knew this too. So
Oh
yeah.
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 Oh yeah, man. That Jerry Rice and Joe Montana is the reason why I became a 49er fan. So
Yeah.
when you become a fan, man, you dig into the history, you find out where them boys went to school and all of that. So Mississippi Valley. And then, man, if you watched NFL Network, when they do they live little story or whatever, he has always been on there. So
And
you get his background and everything.
You remember Jerry Rice was he was working with his father.
Yeah, catching them bricks, man. That's how you can catch that football.
Yes,
man, you can catch bricks, you can catch a football with no problem. So man. Yeah, definitely. So like I said, man, we're gonna have y'all on our show, man. I'm gonna just plug it right quick, man. Y'all just hit us up, Faithful Boys at Rounds TV on YouTube. That's where you gonna find us, man. And like I said, we just starting out in this game, and just happy to be on with y'all. Like I said, we gonna have y'all on. I'm gonna give it my sidekick tomorrow. See what's a good day and time for y'all to have y'all on. I got y'all Twitter handle, so just be looking out for a DM. And we gonna get this in so we can have y'all on. I know y'all an hour ahead of me. It's like 10:15 here. Yeah. I gotta get up in the morning. Got kids to bring to school. So on that note, man.
Thank you so much, Trey. Thank you very much, man.
Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Blessings and favor to y'all. And I'll be talking to y'all soon.
Let me say this. Listen, God bless, bro. Keep evolving. Enjoy the journey, man. And,
yes, sir.
And always keep the faith and never lose hope, bro.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I'm in that.
Nice to meet you though, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all.
Got it.
All right.
All right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was special, man. Yeah, that was special.
That's what's up.
I'll be damn proud to go on his podcast with him. I'll be damn proud too. Hell
absolutely, man. Absolutely. We just met the brother too.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, this Saturday it's gonna be. I just think it's gonna be another exciting and maybe what should I say? It's gonna be exciting and probably nerve-wracking to some people.
Nerve-wracking test. Nerve-wracking test. It will be.
I didn't want to use that word, but that's the word that popped in my mind. This is the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. Faithful.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL, man. Every play is crucial, So we'll see this Saturday.
I'll see if my wife will let me on one tomorrow night. I don't think she'll go for it though.
Shout out to Tina. Shout out to Lawrence. Shout out to Jizzle. Shout out to Troy.
My brothers, we love you and we miss you.
No doubt. Troy, appreciate your comments on the show, brother.
Yep.
But yeah, I know Ryan, I know you gotta go.
Yeah.
Faithful, those that's been watching, thank you for your time with us on the show. God bless you. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the show. Again, appreciate you.
Yep, hit like subscribe button and please turn on your notifications, please.
Yeah, man.
We thank you very much for that. This is always Faithful 24/7, and we